Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in, checking out episode number 3 of the Rocky Top Real Estate Report. Chris Burleson, joined by my co-host, Bo Kregner of the Kregner Group. What's up, Bo?
How is everything this morning?
Everything's good. Everything's good, man. A little topsy-turvy week, and here we are on episode 3, 2025. We're staying consistent with our habits, which was our goal.
Yep.
We're on time and on schedule, just like we talked about, because sometimes to be successful, it's the daily disciplines that you need to do each day to make sure that success is there
It's the
at the
grind,
end of the
man.
year. It's all
It's the
about the
grind.
grind. Yeah, some
Or
people,
as a great coach says, it's the process.
right. Must have been Phil Fulmer said that.
It was one of them. It was one of those
One of the
coaches.
coaches. Probably several have said that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'd say there's
yeah,
more than one.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, real estate here still moving along here in East Tennessee, and I know you've got some numbers for us for the local East Tennessee market. I think it's covered Knox County. I don't know if that's the local MLS or whatever, but Bo knows numbers, so let's go ahead and put
Yeah, I mean, right
uh,
now,
talk
Knoxville
about
is.
what you got going on numbers wise.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, I mean, right now, the days on the market have gone up a little bit. Houses are staying on the market 5 days longer than they were last time we met, which was a couple of weeks ago. It's up to 40 days now. Um, there's 5,358 listings on the market as of this morning, and what that's telling you is, I mean, I think every agent in this area knows the market changes, but I mean, it's hard to understand them, and it's really hard to explain it to people. But right
Right,
now, this is a good time to buy. And as you
right.
know, being in the mortgage business,
Hmm.
a little bit of the higher interest rates knock some buyers out of the market, which makes less competition.
Right.
And
Hmm.
the lower house prices are always January through first half of March. So right now is a great time to buy. And this just proves it,
Right.
because
Yep.
houses are staying on the market. Sellers need to sell, and it's good negotiating. And it's just a great time to buy. But most people, they're a little cautious right now, but it's a great
Hmm.
opportunity. Really is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be people buying and selling just out of necessity. They say the 4Ds that always come up:
Oh yeah,
diamonds, diapers, downsizing, and divorce. I think, or something like that,
yeah,
or the
yeah. You're
four
right
four
on it.
Ds. But
Yep.
those are always come in play. So people always need to buy and sell. So as a buyer right now, there's less competition out there. Houses are sitting a little bit longer. You're saying, but sellers, maybe a little bit of softening in the market, but nothing has dropped. So
Not
still a good
really.
time to get top dollar for your for what you're selling, whether you're relocating, job transfer, downsizing, whatever it may be. Um,
Yeah, it just
always
takes
a
a
good
little bit of
time.
patience. It just takes a little patience on the seller side. I mean,
Right?
it's
Yeah.
just um, the right offer will come. It's not like it used to be, where you just put it out there and 15 people are making offers. It's just not those
Yeah.
times
Oh yeah.
anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
patience is the key word. Like I've got a guy that just went under contract just over here off Westland, and been talking to him honestly for over 2 years.
Yeah.
He hasn't bought a home in 20 years. So he's got a free and clear house,
Yep.
and that he's in. He's been in no rush. He's just been kicking tires, looking around, and finally, and I've bet I've had in 2 years, I've probably had 25 conversations with him at least for at least 30 minutes at a time because he's a talker. We enjoy talking sports or whatever, just local real estate, but patience is the thing. He wanted to find something that was higher end but needed a little bit of work where he could get a deal, and
Yeah.
and finally went under contract. But like I said, patience is it, man. Sometimes he was sitting in a good place though. Not everybody has that luxury, but he's sitting in a good spot, and wanted to go ahead and buy something. Almost like a bridge loan, kind of. He's going to
Oh, wow.
finance a little more than he wants, and then get into the new house, get it, do the flooring and stuff like that he wanted to get done, and then list his other house and get it sold and a good price point. I mean, it's going to be in the 350, 400,000 price point. So I think it's in a good what we now consider a good price point
Right. Yeah. I
for
mean,
affordable
that is,
housing. But yeah, so
the median price point right now is 430. So,
wow,
there you go.
unbelievable.
He's underneath. Hey,
Man,
bam.
we're both getting up there in age, and we always say, well, back in my day,
Yeah.
417,000 was a jumbo loan. I mean,
Yeah.
now it's
Exactly.
over 800,000, but it was 417 for the longest time. And if you had a $400,000 house or even a $500,000 house, you were like the mayor. I
Yeah.
mean, you were the
Yeah.
Mac King Daddy. Now that's
Oh
just the
yeah.
median price of living. And
Yeah.
hopefully some things will change. Our wages will go up. Maybe this external revenue service will come into play. We'll stop paying taxes and start collecting tariffs from other countries. But let's don't get political. But let's just hope that
Yeah.
I think everybody would like to put 25 or 30% more in their pocket. But
Be
we'll
nice,
see how
wouldn't
that goes. But right now, would be nice. Would be nice. So
it?
we'll get. I mean, been good on the mortgage side of things. Rates have dropped. Jerome Powell had his. They had no Fed fund. They had no rate cuts yesterday. Jerome Powell
Right.
took a lot of questions after. There's a lot of Trump related questions, as kind of expected. We got a little bit of price improvement yesterday, but over the last, let me share my screen here. Over the last week or so, we've seen about 3/8 in price improvement in rate. So that's really good. So as you can see
Yeah.
my chart here, this is the 10-year Treasury here. This doesn't look like a lot of movement, but as you can see, it was trading up around 480 today. Right now, it's at 450, so it's improved, a quarter to 3/8 in rate. Um, let's see when this was January 16th. We're now, so the last 2 weeks, I mean, some big rate improvement. So we do see rates getting a little bit better. Um, Mortgage-backed security here. This is actually, if it goes up, it's a good thing. So this is actually improving rate. So we had a big jump here, and then just continually getting a little bit better. So there we are. So now quoting a little bit better rates. And Bo, is my screen even showing?
No, it's not. It's not jumping up. It didn't.
Sorry, I thought.
That's all right.
There we go.
Now here it
There
comes.
it
Yeah.
is.
There you
There it
go.
is. Sorry, I forgot to hit the button. I was kind of showing my beautiful chart here. This is the mortgage-backed security, the 6% coupon. This actually is good news here. So if this is going up, this is rates improving. So
Hmm.
we've seen rates kind of continually get a little bit better. 10-year Treasury is what we track closely with what the market's doing. And I'll recap the January 16th. We're about 480 trading there for the 10-year Treasury. Down now 451. So some great improvement in mortgage pricing too. So rates have gotten a little bit better. Some of our lenders are rolling out some incentives. We got some that are offering free appraisal or an appraisal credit at closing. We got some that are offering just basis points off certain type deals that they're looking at. So we're trying to make things happen. A lot of people, I think they said 80% of people are setting at rates below 5%.
Yeah.
So there's probably not going to be a lot of cash out or a lot of rate and term opportunity for us. But cash out refinances, people that we know are sitting on a ton of equity, but also a ton of debt. Credit card debt is over $1 trillion.
It's crazy.
So why not consolidate and look at freeing up that cash flow? Just don't get back in that same situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it's a great opportunity. So I mean, 7% rates. We're now a little bit under 7 that we're quoting, but that's not terrible historically. But when you compare it with the inflated home prices, it makes affordability a little bit of an issue. Um, and if you've got nothing to sell and you're trying to enter a market for the first time, it's a little bit tougher too because you don't have a huge down payment to offset that. A lot of these people that are selling are sitting on a lot of equity. They can make a big down payment, even though their rate may be higher than what they currently have. Payment stays down because they're putting a bigger chunk of money
Yeah.
down into
Yeah.
into the market. So, um, but anyway, yeah, we didn't even talk any sports. I know we usually open talking a little sports. We
Yeah.
kind
I
of got
know.
away from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Had a few Tennessee basketball home against the Wildcats of Kentucky on Tuesday. We were
That one
hosting
surprised me.
and well, let's I know we're going a little bit backwards here. But we were an 11-point favorite in that game, and I have no clue how we were favored in that game. Now we did play Auburn, the number 1 team in the country, game prior, very physical, beat up game.
Yeah.
And Auburn didn't have a Tuesday game, so they had almost a week's rest, facing us. We'd had a Tuesday game and then traveled to Auburn. Saturday, very physical game. I think we lost by 1 or 2. They were a very close game, and then had to host Kentucky as 11-point favorites. I didn't really understand that, but then we shot 11-45 from 3-point line. So 45 attempts at 3-pointers and made 11. So pretty dismal. Pretty dismal shooting. But again, we only lost by 3. So,
but I mean, you look at our conference, and
any given day,
there's no relief.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't look at the schedule and say, man, we finally have so and so. No, there's no we finally have any. I mean, it's just Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Vandy. I don't care. South Carolina. It doesn't really matter. I mean, and especially if you're on the road, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you go. They're as they say, they're lying in wait for you. I mean, it's just it's as tough as it is in football, which is, and I love it because it proves how good the conference is. But used to be it was only that way in football. Now it's that way, and it's even that way in baseball. I mean, as good as Tennessee is in baseball, they go on the road and they might lose a game or 2. It's just, I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just tough.
Oh yeah. So, no, it's tough. I know, Tennessee was, last night, Alabama was at Mississippi State, and that game was down to the wire.
Oh yeah. It's,
I mean, it was down to the last possession, back and forth. And, so it could have went either way. And I think Alabama was number 4, 3 or 4 in the country. And
they're 4th in the country. But I think they were 12th. And I mean, I don't know anybody that's not really in the top 25. That's
in the SEC. I know it's nuts.
It doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter where you go. It's like, hey, we're ranked. What do you want? I mean,
So no, and then of course Super Bowl coming up. I guess we won't be on. Got the Chiefs and Eagles. People are saying probably be the least watched Super Bowl, but again, it's a Super Bowl. I think people are still going to watch it. People say that they're not happy with the matchup, but they will still watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, the ads.
I'll have to be silver and green, I guess. I nothing against the Chiefs. I mean, they've got a great program. I don't know. I like, of course, I like Jalen and the way he handles himself and what he does. I just like who he is, and so I'm gonna roll with him. I don't know if they can beat the Chiefs.
I don't know, man. I think Saquon Barkley adds a new dynamic to that team.
He does.
So Jalen can run it. He could throw it. They've got an amazing defense, but Saquon has put some respect on those running backs. I mean, it was a run and gun type offense. Now I think they're showing you can run the ball and win. So I think that may be the difference maker. I think I'm going to go with the fly with the Eagles and see what happens. And but now you can see how we all felt about Alabama after all these years. The way you feel about the Chiefs, seeing it.
Look, I felt the same. I felt the same about the Patriots. I mean, I get it. I don't have any problems with anybody hating Alabama or anybody else that wins all the time. But I do respect all of them, and that's the only thing. Sometimes when you read the things and it's the disrespect towards people, I respect the Chiefs, and I know how good they are. And when their back's against the wall, they play.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, everybody talks about their calls that they got and this and that, and I'm not saying that they don't, because the Patriots used to get them too. But still, when that pass had to be delivered, Tom Brady used to deliver that pass, and when that pass needed to be delivered, Patrick Mahomes, he threads the needle
makes it happen.
He does it whether you like it or not. I used to
some crazy holding call or something like that, and they get to replay the down. And even if they don't make it,
the tuck rule, which nobody had ever heard of before. Oh, give the ball back to Brady.
I know.
Game over.
Well. All right, Bo. Good catching up with you, sir. We're consistent. It sounds like we're having lunch today. with
Yeah.
our guys over at Fan Run Radio. So
Oh
check
yeah.
those guys out as well.
Oh
As
yeah.
we
You got to
always say,
listen.
you know, support your local community.
Yeah.
So having lunch with Russell Smith over at Fan Run Radio.
They're
Check them
almost as
out
smart as we
three to
are.
six. Yeah, they're on all day. Fan Run Radio. You can download the app, stream it. But 3 to 6. What was that, Bo? You said
I said they're almost as smart as we are. I mean,
almost.
they're
Yeah,
right.
not quite.
They're
Yeah,
right there with us. Yeah.
yeah. They're kind of there. But anyway, yeah. So we always say support local. But guys, thanks for tuning in. Please share this with somebody you think that may find some value in it. And we need to get up our viewers and subscribers up. And we're going to start booking guests as soon as that happens. But as always, make it a great day. And Bo is again. I forgot to do our banner at the bottom with our contact info. But
Yeah.
if you're watching this, you should know how to get us.
That's it.
Is that right?
That's right.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Episode number 3 in the books. We'll see you here in a couple of weeks for a Super Bowl recap. I'll be down in Orlando next watching the Super Bowl because we got Nationals next week. But fun times for me. But guys, make it a great day. If we can ever be a resource, you know how to get us. Take care of yourself, and see you next time.